I think I didn't talk about my hood. Yeah, yeah. My hood. I grew up in a neighborhood where I'd say my dad was one of the first few settlers in the neighborhood. So it was beautiful growing up. You know, growing up with little kids, knowing these are little friends. Nobody has ulterior motives. We're just little kids growing up with our parents. Community. You know, it was just about that until some 2010, some 2009, when courtism came into play. Factions started popping up. People started joining factions. It started turning from the neighborhood of peaceful kids, peaceful. Now it doesn't turn into. It was turning to àwọn lòkó ló ní ibẹ̀ yẹn, àwọn kìsì ló ní ibẹ̀ yẹn. You feel me? So it was becoming kind of funny to me, but at the same time I wasn't involved in anything. I was just the normal. I'm a pastor, because I was scared. I started seeing people, using bottle on themselves. Like I started seeing knife fights. I started seeing gang-related wars. People started dying. People started, dying like it was nothing. I would see somebody like right now, and in the next 10 minutes, people just run down from the street and they have killed him there. What the fuck? Like what the fuck? I just spoke to this nigga now and he's dead now. So it started happening and we were just thinking maybe it was going to stop. Maybe it was going to stop. But man, it didn't stop. It became so rampant that they were so open about it. Like some people would just walk into the hood with sword. They would camp some people, kill them, pluck out their eyes. Some they'll take out their. Some I've heard of a case where someone's throat was removed. They killed somebody and the throat was removed. They had to remove the throat. Like what the fuck, bro? What could you be on for you to kill somebody and pluck out somebody's eyes and remove the throat? The esophagus goes. Can you imagine some Mortal Kombat shit, bro? Like, it started happening and we thought it was going to stop. And mind you, when all those things were happening, I would say the universe had different plans for me. I'm not going to lie, the universe had different plans for me, yeah. It was during that time I got admission into pre-degree studies, Ocean State University, So I was able to leave the hood. I was able to leave the hood and go to like an environment where I don't know nobody and just start my life. That was my first freedom. Freedom whereby I can do the things I like. I can wear the clothes I want. I can get home the time I like. That was my first touch with like freedom. It was different from the whole body now shit. But this was freedom. I could walk up. Yeah, I could. It wasn't. You see, then I never started smoking, but because that was my. I just went to buy cigarettes. What the fuck is it? Because I felt so free. I felt so free. I felt like I saw a girl and I was like, I think I want to fuck this girl. I actually had desires I could put into place. Yeah, things I could dream of and actually make them happen for real. So I would tell you, it wasn't as nice, but it was beautiful. I wouldn't lie. It was really, really beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Memories, man. Memories. So, I started my pre-degree studies, Osho State University, Ifetedo campus. But me, I wanted to explore. I wasn't bad. I was a very good boy, but I wanted to, find answers to so many imaginations, to so many thoughts. I wanted to try so many things I've dreamt about. You know, then that was the time. Puberty was eating me so bad. So I had wild thoughts, bro. I wanted to bang. I wanted to do so many things. I wanted to be bad because puberty was just there. Puberty was eating me so bad. I just wanted to be so many things. I met my first girlfriend. Yeah. No, not my first girlfriend. My first girlfriend out of out of
the one you had in
yeah. No.
School.
Out of being being a mommy's boy or being that little boy. My first, yeah. I have hair growing in my dick already. I have hair growing in my dick, like I was already growing. So I was already growing hair. My dick was already growing veins. So that was it. I met my first girlfriend, Eniola. I was head over heels again. I didn't learn from that first one. I was head over heels about this girl because she was very pretty. She had pretty eyes, and we were both experiencing life, but in different ways. She was a girl, I was a male, I was a guy. That was our first time away from home too. So two teenagers, the puberty is eating so hard. We're just foolish. We thought it was love. But it was just some crazy obsession. I haven't kissed before. I haven't done some romantic things before. Doing it with that person at that moment in life was just mind blowing. Like, what the fuck? So this is how I felt to, this is how I felt to suck on somebody's boobies. Like, this is how. But see, bro, crazy, man. So this is how it feels to to just have a shorty sleep at your place overnight. Not even naked, bro. See, not even naked, like not even naked right now. Just seeing that there's a shorty
close to you
in my bed over fucking night. Just wake up.
Sounds like the man.
So it really fucked up my mind. I became so obsessed. Like, I became obsessed. I became crazy. Crazily obsessed. I wanted to see this girl all the time. I wanted to be around her all the time. I just wanted to, Man. She was loyal to some points. Yeah, I would say she was loyal to some, But like I said, we were just teenagers experiencing life, Just teenagers experiencing life, And she was mean to me, I ain't gonna lie. She was very, very, it was very, very mean to me, bro. Like, I was in love, so I was looking stupid, bro. I felt like she knew I was stupid in love, bro. So she was mean to me. Like, she would fuck with other niggas. And I would get to know that she fuck with other niggas, but she managed to convince me that it's all lies, that it's something going on in my mind. I started questioning my own reality. Like, I think I'm being crazy.
Like something that you knew, like this happened, and someone telling you that it's not happening.
So I knew I was being crazy. I knew somebody was. Let me tell you one situation that happened. There was one time A friend of ours was celebrating his birthday. His name is called Aziz. You know, that Aziz, I don't know where he came from, but then in school, he was this fly boy. Fly boy, he was always wearing, some gold then, looking dapper for that setting. So there was a day we had that birthday party, and it happened that I had to be there with my girlfriend. My girlfriend got drunk. You know what she did? She was she was confessing.
Oh, everything.
She was confessing all the love she has for, all the obsession she had for another nigga.
What?
She was confessing that obsession right in front of me, bro. So I was hot, but it had to happen, and she even managed to to convince me it was just because of alcohol. That was when I knew. Yeah, that was. See, most of the things that happened to me in life, nobody didn't see. People didn't tell me. I had to. I had to see. I had to see and get. This is the result of this type of experience. This is the result of. So it happened to me. Back to back to back to back to. I had to learn. Like I had to learn from real life situations. Like that was when I realized that alcohol will really bring out. Alcohol will bring out whatever is on your mind. You would say it out. So she was so crazy. Like she was crying and telling that nigga she loves him. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing, bro? My God. So the second day, I decided I think I'm going to break up. But my mommy, eh, you don't know. You don't know. She come again, cry, 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 cry. Say don't be so say that, bro. Cry when they cry. When we cry, bro. Cried. We both cried. After that, we kissed. We did. We fucked, and bro. We forgot everything, bro. Red flags. I I threw red flags away, bro. And I ignored red flags, bro. It happened. It happened over and over and over and over, but because I was so obsessed, I decided I was going to turn a blind eye, and I was just not going to accept whatever anybody has to say until I see it myself. So, until I see it myself. And she was so smart enough, I didn't see anything myself. But I was a tough guy. As on my mommy, he would say, bro, you know when your girlfriend is not available for you. You know when she's available for somebody else. I've always known, oh yeah, she's not available for me, but I'm always convincing myself that she's probably busy doing something. We lived so close to each other that she could just walk down. But she started making me believe the excuse that there's no bike money. I started convincing myself that, simple realities. I was just convincing myself that nothing. So, bro, I was in love with this girl that, let me tell you the funniest thing. They gave us the best couple in school. Like award night, bro. Bro, it's crazy. They gave us the best couple. Bro, best couple. All my guys, they collect best in this, best in literature, see, bro, best in mathematics, best in, bro, best couple, bro. I collected, they gave us plank, best couple award. Bro, I took, out of foolishness, I took the award home. My siblings they were so fast to let me know that we really did that. Bro, you crazy, bro. It getting. I was so proud of the award because no, bro. I told you, bro. I was raised with love, bro. So everything just seemed like it is what it's supposed to be. So you feel me, bro. So I was just blinded by so many things. I was just blinded by love. Not love, obsession. Yeah. Lost. Yeah. I'd never say that was love. you know. So when the devil decided to fuck with me real bad, we had to finish that program in school, which is a pre-degree. So when you finish the pre-degree, you have to like stay at home for a couple, like no, like maybe 6 months. Then you're going to resume with the normal student the next session. So we had to leave each other for 6 months, bro. you she I knew in my soul that somebody was crushing my girl. Yeah. you you know when you know somebody's crushing your girl and you're knowing in your mind like somebody else is crushing my babe, like she's making herself available for somebody else, but there was nothing, absolutely nothing I could do. All I could do was get out broken and just know that. Bro, she was convincing me that there's nothing like that, but I knew somebody's crushing my woman. Like, somebody's crushing my woman. I should declare alone. So 6 months went on. No, yeah, 6 months. Yeah, it went on, and within that 6 months, I was lucky enough to to go learn hairdressing. I went to learn hairdressing. Yeah, I was lucky enough. That was one of the few things I used to distract myself, to make my mind sane. I had to I had to go learn hairdressing. I had to do something for myself. I had to learn something because I knew if I had to resume, I knew the story was never going to be the same. I knew nobody had to tell me because I could study the financial situation in my house then. I knew what was in stock for me if I didn't do something. So I learned that thing, and that was like the lifeline for me. And when we resumed, I resumed with my girl, but I knew at the back of my mind it was never gonna be the same. So I had to choose between, being a lover boy, blinded by love, or or choose to be in control of my life and decide what I'll be. It was hard. It was that situation that made me realize, man, I think these girls will never ever, they will never respect you if you don't look some type of way, or if you don't do some type of things. So yeah. So I wouldn't say it's a good thing. It's never a good thing because it really exposed me to situations that I was never supposed to be exposed to at my age. Imagine a 16, 17 years old boy thinking of how he's going to meet people that would that would lead me on to make some type of money that would enable me to buy a car. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
At that age, that exposure wasn't good for me. I would be so true. It wasn't good for me. I figured I needed to get money. It wasn't good for me, yeah, but at the same time,
I think you should say like the reason behind looking for money that time.
At the same time, it made me solid. It made me so solid. It made me realize that nobody is going to be there for you. Whatever you want to become in life, it is whatever you do as a person. Whatever you do as a person, that is what would determine if you're going to fulfill that dream or not. One of the few situations, like nobody will teach you, nobody will let you know. You just have to come to the realization that, man, if I don't do these things this way, and you don't stay in denial, you accept that, I have to do what I have to do. See, Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about what you want to become. Nobody cares about how you go about it. But everybody cares about what you become and when you become it. So, I was able to come to the realization quickly. And I realized, man, if people would respect me in this life, I have to, I have to level up. I have to level up. I have to be a step ahead. My guys, I have to be a step ahead. My friends, I have to be a step ahead in everything I do. And that was what pushed me to, to go learn in that hairdressing business then. I learned how to make ladies' hair. I learned to do this braiding and do the fixing, eyelashes and nails. Yeah, I learned it back then. I still have my nigga Tunde. Big shout out to you, bro. Yeah. I still have my nigga. We still talk on Instagram. Big shout out. I had to learn from my guy. So I became an hairstylist. So I went back to school with that drive. I went back to school with that drive. I made every girl in the school realize I want to make her. And before then, I used to be this artist. Everybody knew I was into music, but it was just more like I was joking. But when I came back with that hairstyling thing, I started getting, more female friends. Everybody wanted to be around Wadude, that male stylist. Started getting girls. I started getting girls. Every girl wanted to make hair with me. Every girl wanted to go to my house to finish the hair. It was crazy. I made money. I'm not gonna lie, because I was able to blend my music with my craft. I made money, no cap. Like, I was making like 1,200 naira per hair. I make 1,200. Now I'm gonna make like 10 to 15 in a day. So you can imagine. So I got a lot of customers. I got a lot of girls. I was cashing out. You see me on the bike with this girl. You see me on the bike with another. So I was ladies man, bro. Like, I was getting girls, bro. It's crazy, bro. Because I was getting girls, I got distracted. I wouldn't blame myself for being distracted. I'll tell you, I was just growing, and I had to fulfill the natural obligations of growing. So, I never ever blame myself. I used to blame myself, but I stopped blaming myself for everything that happened, because if it never happened, so many truths would not come to life, and I wouldn't know so many things. So, I started losing focus. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.